Inside of these cupcakes.
I'm
Inside of these cupcakes will reveal if we are having a boy or a girl.
Okay.
Aw. Hey guys! My boyfriend's here because we're gonna do the boyfriend tag.
We got engaged.
Yeah, we did, both of us.
Yes, not just her, not just me.
To the same, to
each other.
Oh my god, I see you freaking boy out there. I don't know if you're gonna be a boy or a girl, but.
I choose you to be my wife.
This day and forevermore.
This day and forever.
With this ring I marry you,
With this ring, I marry you.
and join my life to yours.
Enjoying my life to yours.
These cupcakes are cold.
They've been in the fridge.
That's true. Ready?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah!
It's a boy!
It's a boy! We're having a boy and we are so unbelievably excited. We've known for a long time, and a lot of you guys have known that we've known for a long time because you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter and stuff. So a lot of you guys have known that we know and that we haven't been telling you guys. I made homemade rolls for Christmas and I posted a picture on Instagram, and shout out to the girl that watched my Instagram story and was like, girl, this is not the bun we want updates on. But yes, we are having a boy and we are so excited. And if you guys remember one video that I did about being pregnant, which was my pregnancy announcement video, I told you guys in that I had a strong feeling that I knew what we were having, and that I kept having dreams, and I continued to keep having dreams that we were having a boy. And it was just one of those things where it was like, I could not shake it. I knew we were having a boy, and it would drive Mark crazy because he's like, but you don't know, could still be a girl. And I'm like, I'm telling you, he's a boy. It wasn't like one of those things with other people when they're pregnant where like, you're like, I have a strong feeling, or I think it's this, like we were just giving out guesses for fun. It was like, I knew that he was a boy. I've never experienced anything like it. I did have one dream that I had twins before I had an ultrasound. And in that dream, one of the twins was a girl. So does that mean maybe one day I'll have another baby and she'll be a girl? I don't know. I've always pictured myself having boys. Don't know why. Every time I try to foresee into the future, it's always me with boys, but we'll see what happens either way. I'm so excited. At the end of the day, he is a human being and he could have been a girl. He could grow up one day. Let us know that he believes and feels that he is a girl, and we will support him in that decision. But at the end of the day, he's a human being that we love so much and we're so excited. I wasn't surprised. Like the second I saw boy, I was like, I knew it. I knew it. Now, we did just have our 20-week anatomy ultrasound, which is basically where, if you're unaware, they go in and look very, very well at your entire baby, your placenta, everything, to make sure that there are no problems. I still haven't seen the results for that yet. Actually, the results are in the app of my clinic, but every time I try to open them, it's blank. So I'm like, what are you guys hiding from me? I need to see these results, but I do have an appointment on the 6th of January where we'll be able to go over the results, make sure everything's good. good, but I have a strong feeling everything's gonna be fine. At least with him, I can't speak for my uterus or my placenta or anything like that. But with him, I'm pretty sure everything's fine because we did the, I believe it's the genetic testing. It's basically to check for chromosomal abnormalities and all of that. And that's how we've known that we were having a boy for as long as we did, because it also lets you know the sex of your baby. And that's how we found out that he is a boy. Now, I will say this, we are 99% positive on his name. That I'm gonna be keeping a secret until he is born, because I mean, it could change. I don't know. He may come out, we may look at him and be like, as much as we love that name, you look more like this. But yes, we're having a boy. Let me know what your guess was down in the comments. What was your vibe? And also, if you saw in that video clip, or if you are following me on social media, you know Mark and I got married, and I know that it's gonna be a shock to some of you guys. So many of you, and by so many I mean a lot of you, already called Mark my husband, that I think that a lot of people thought we were already married. We did an engagement video in like 2016 and we just never got married. We have family all over the place. Trying to get family to all come together for a wedding was very stressful. Things with families aren't always easy, and that was just something that it was hard to figure out how to get everybody that we love there. It's just something that we just kept putting off. We're like, we already feel married. I'm a very, very introverted person, incredibly introverted. We both are. We enjoy being home with each other. We love it. Like, other people don't understand it, but we love it. We love hanging out in our pajamas and being comfortable and unbothered. It's just something that we just personally really like. So having like a big party and celebration of our marriage was just something that for us was not, it was stressful. It was more stressful and it sounded fun. And then, you know, COVID, woo, it's spiking up again, which I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I feel about being pregnant during this time, because it's insane right now. But that whole thing happened, and it's like, you know what, having big parties or events and stuff like that right now is not something we want to do. So we made the decision to let's have the justice of the peace come to our living room and get married in the living room. And that's exactly what we did. Apart from my parents being witnesses, because you gotta have a witness, apart from that, it was just a justice of the peace. Oh, another update, our oldest cat went deaf, and so she walks around the house and howls, and it's very loud and jarring. And absolutely nothing is gonna be different when the baby is here, because I already get interrupted when I'm trying to film. We had the justice of the peace masked up in our doorway, and we were by the Christmas tree, and it was wonderful. It was quick. I will say this, I wanted to have a dress. I wanted to kind of dress up, but also I didn't want to spend a bunch of money on a dress. So I found one on Amazon. There's very few wedding dresses or dresses that look like wedding dresses on Amazon. So I found one. I bought the medium because I was scared that the large would be too big, because I have very narrow shoulders. And I was like, well, there's like room for the belly, so if my belly's too big, it'll still fit. That was kind of a mistake. So I got the dress on Tuesday, and we were getting married the next Monday. I put it on, and there was this little strap that like was supposed to go around my stomach area that was squeezing the ever-loving hell out of me. But I'm like, you know what? It'll work. It'll be fine. You know, as long as I don't gain any weight until Monday. That's the thing about being pregnant, guys. You are getting bigger every second. So Monday came around, and I put the dress on, I think the night before. That strap around my stomach, I could not breathe. So what I had to do was I had to pull the strap up under my boobs. And then when we were saying our vows with the justice of the peace, I just pulled it down so it looked the way that it was supposed to. So trying to get like a dress to work to get married in was definitely a stressful thing. And like, Mark hated his outfit, and we both got married barefoot. It was great. I felt like Ginny from Forrest Gump. We had masks on because, you know, we had people in our house, and Omicron, you know, looking into his eyes, and we were just, the love was there, and it was amazing. It was perfect for us. And honestly, if you're an introverted person that doesn't really like big events or big parties or things like that, like, elope. Do it in your living room. Do it where you feel comfortable. Don't feel pressured by society or what's the normal or what everybody does. This person wants to be there and that person wants to be there. Don't worry about that. It's about you and the person you're marrying. It's not about anything else. If you want to have a massive wedding, do that, because those are awesome too. If you don't, don't worry about it. I wouldn't have had it any other way. I'm married to my husband now. I am officially Kyeluh Grenier. And what's great about that is I'm gonna have the last name of not only my husband, but also my son. And I'm really excited about that, so yay. So yes, Mark and I are married, and we actually joked because we were like, people are gonna think that it was like, people who don't watch us on YouTube and stuff, but I was like, people are gonna think that like, we got pregnant on accident and now we're rushing to get married. But no, there's a bunch of different reasons and things that kind of came into play for why we decided to do it now that I'm pregnant and we have a son on the way, which I won't get into, it's boring, but there was just a lot of things where we're like, okay, I think now is the time. We should have done it sooner. I don't know why we didn't. Like, next year's our 10-year anniversary. We've been together a long time. Before I get into the updates of my pregnancy and I show you guys my bump and we get to talking about my baby, our baby, and all of that fun stuff that I know that you guys have been waiting for. We had planned on having a baby shower at the end of March that I don't think is gonna happen anymore because of COVID. It's spiked way up, and even though I am vaccinated, I don't feel comfortable getting sick with anything. Like, I've heard horror stories of people just getting the flu. Take COVID out of it, just getting the flu, and you know, their babies being born with, you know, struggles that they wouldn't have had because they got such high fevers while they were pregnant. So for me, I am not trying to get anything. COVID, Delta, Omicron, the flu, which I have my flu shot as well, but the flu or a cold, like, I don't want to get sick. I don't want anybody's germs. I don't want any of that. We are in this like huge spike of COVID right now where like we're doing grocery pickup. Mark's not going into the store. He's going to work, coming home, masks everywhere. I've had to cancel plans with people. I'm just trying to protect my son first and foremost. And right now it seems like the safest thing to do is to not leave my house. And I do have not the luxury, that's not necessarily the word that I want to use, but myself personally, I don't have to be anywhere apart from my appointments. So if it's not essential, if it's not something I have to do, I'm just not gonna leave. I'm gonna stay home. So even though I did have like this idea in my head of like, I really wanna have a baby shower, everybody gets a baby shower and I really want that, and you know, that's something I want for me. Even though I wanted that really bad, I'm realizing that it's just a bad time. Now, when we had decided to get pregnant and we made the decision to try, which we were so lucky and fortunate, and I realized my fortune in getting pregnant the first time we tried. But we tried because numbers were lower, we were vaccinated, it felt safer, we wore masks everywhere anyway. But now, you know, we have this new variant and everyone is getting it. So I'm just like, okay, I'm just not gonna leave and people are just gonna have to miss me. And that's just gonna have to be the way that it is because I'm a mom now and he comes first. And I would never forgive myself if I risked getting any sort of bug, any sort of sickness, COVID or anything, and something happened to him because of it. I would never forgive myself. I'm going into isolation mode, not really leaving my cave, which means a lot more content coming out for you guys, definitely. But you know, being pregnant during COVID is a lot scarier than I thought because things were looking a little better. Now it's all crazy again and I don't feel safe even going to the store. I don't want to go anywhere. And I also don't trust anybody. I don't trust that people that I'm walking next to don't know they have COVID walking right next to me. I don't trust anyone, so I'm not leaving my house. I know that a lot of people are like, don't live in fear. And I'm like, well, if living in fear for the next 4.5 months means that I don't get sick while I'm pregnant with my son, then I will do that. You do what you gotta do, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And right now it feels the most safe for me. And it's wild. You get pregnant, you get into mom mode like instantly. And honestly, I don't care about anybody else's feelings as much as I care about my son. Wow, I got way off track. So apart from that, because I don't think I'm having a baby shower anymore, I'm gonna be doing a virtual baby shower with you guys, and I'm gonna have a baby registry linked down below. You know, normally when people get married, they have a wedding registry, and then when they have a baby, they have a baby registry. We just have a baby registry. Like, if you want to get us something for the baby in celebration of our baby and also us getting married, you could totally do that. And what's really cool about buying from that registry is it's things that I put in there. It will show up at my door, and I'm gonna collect everything if you guys choose to buy something from the registry. And then towards the end of this pregnancy, we're going to do a huge video where we open up every single thing that you guys got for us, and that way you'll be able to see our reactions, and we'll be able to give you guys a thank you by looking at you as much as we possibly can through the screen. But I thought it was a fun idea. I saw Jacqueline Glenn and her husband did it, and I thought it was such a cool idea how they allowed their subscribers and their supporters to be a part of their pregnancy, and also gave them the opportunity to purchase something for their baby if they want. So if you guys would like to do that, it's totally optional. It will be linked down below. There's also a diaper fund on there. So if you guys want to contribute to a diaper fund, all the money that you guys put into that will go to when we need diapers. We'll pull from that fund and be able to go and get diapers. So there is a range of prices. There's higher price items, there are lower price items, and then there's the diaper fund, and any contribution helps so much. And what you guys do contribute will be in a video so that you guys will be able to see us open what you got for us. And in advance, thank you guys so much if you do choose to do that. We love you. Our baby loves you and appreciates you. Any help is so appreciated. But I'll have that link down below, and I will also have it pinned in my comment. But without further ado, I have a huge list of notes in my phone. My favorite thing that I want to say is that I feel him move all the time. He's a wiggly boy, he is a kicking boy, he's already moving, and I'm only halfway in. So you guys, I know that he's gonna be moving so much more as he gets bigger, and I have a fear of like feet and elbows and things getting into my ribs. So that's gonna be really fun. I feel him move, and he's so strong that Mark already has felt him on the outside at 20 weeks. If you guys have had a pregnancy where people were already able to feel the baby on the outside this early, let me know, because my doctor was like, he's already felt him. I'm like, yeah, like you can feel him on the outside now. It's crazy. Like you put your hand on my belly, and when he's going, you'll feel it. He is strong. He is measuring almost 2 weeks ahead. I will say that, but he's a strong boy, and it's been my favorite thing. And when you're not feeling him move, it's like you know he's in there and you feel different, but you don't feel him. But with him moving, oh my God, it just makes him feel like he's here. I'm like, my son's here. I can't wait to meet him. That contributes also to how emotional I have been. I cry or laugh over everything. I've heard people say that they're more moody while they're pregnant. I'm like the opposite. Like ever since I stopped having periods, I am such a happier person. I laugh all the time, and I also cry a lot, but not because I'm sad over anything in my life, but like I'll watch a video and it makes me bawl my eyes out. Like I saw this video where this homeless woman stole a hat and gloves, and this police officer ended up buying her the hat and gloves instead of arresting her, and I was like bawling over that. Like everything makes me cry. Like Mark was talking about like when our son goes to school, and I started crying because I'm like, I don't want him to go to school yet. He's not even born. I want to talk about my symptoms, and also, you know, there's just been so many things, because right now I am 20 weeks pregnant, so I'm halfway there. We're going to be meeting our son in like 4 months, and there's just been a lot of different things that happened. Like the last time I updated you guys on anything was I was letting you guys know like how tired I was. That lasted into the second trimester. Not that long ago, within the past couple of weeks, I did start to feel a little bit more better, like as far as energy goes. Like I feel great today. I will say, like I'm used to being able to stay up all night long. I get tired a lot earlier. I get tired quicker. I do need more sleep when I'm sleeping, but I just recently got to a place where I can, when I'm awake, like I'm functioning. Because for a while there, like I was just laying down 24/7. I was so tired. I do feel a bit better there. Also, I threw up in my entire pregnancy so far. Like I could count on both hands. So I really didn't throw up that much. Like that for me was something that, like, even though I did throw up and it would sneak up on me sometimes, it wasn't something that was as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Now I did have the nausea just didn't feel good. My stomach was queasy. It felt more like car sick. Like if you guys have ever got car sick before, I had that feeling like my whole first trimester. It was really bad at night. I used C-bands, which really helped. If you guys want a video on like what helped me get through my first trimester, let me know, because I don't want this update to be too long. But if you guys want something like that, let me know and I can totally do that for you guys, because I definitely have some tips. There were some things that like helped me, but also with that being said, I've heard stories from people who were like throwing up every day the entire time, and that was not me. I think the worst part of my nausea was really like the couple of times where it just snuck up on me. The last time I was in my second trimester and Mark and I were going to my parents' house, this was after Thanksgiving. So I think this was early December. Like, so this wasn't really that long ago. It snuck up on me. I've learned that long car rides or windy roads don't mix with me being pregnant. And my parents are close to an hour and a half away. And also when you get closer to where they live, the roads are really windy. We're like driving to my parents' house in order to get in where they live. It's like a gated community, so you have to like show them proof that you're allowed to come in. As soon as we start pulling up, and Mark's like rolling down his window to, you know, let the lady know like, yeah, we can come in, here's our card. I just like have this instant urge to puke. I'm like, oh crap, it's gonna happen. So I reached behind me. We had just gotten something from the store, so I grabbed a bag, pulled it out in front of me, and just started throwing up. So I'm like wiping throw up off my face. It's like coming out of my nose with this lady right there. That's probably the craziest thing that happened in my pregnancy so far. It like snuck up on me so bad, you guys. It was awful. Nausea hasn't been too bad apart from that. It does sneak up on you sometimes. I may throw up again. I don't know. I will say this, I'm planning on avoiding long car rides for as long as I possibly can, and hopefully the rest of the pregnancy I can avoid them. Me and long car rides just don't mix right now, you know, but I am really glad to be more awake. That contributed to me not uploading, me not filming. I was so tired, and I had so many recommendations to try iron. Maybe you're low on iron. So I tried iron, and then it made me so constipated. I was like in the worst pain in the world. So I didn't do that again. Now I have had what I think was round ligament pain, but I'm not entirely sure if that's what it was, because everything online was like, it'll only last this long. But mine lasted until I massaged it was like in between my belly button and my hip bone, and I had to like massage that part of my stomach before it stopped hurting. But it was excruciatingly painful, and if it lasted any longer, I was definitely going to call my doctor. I did have cramping a couple days ago and lower back pain, which I haven't really had this whole time. Mark said that I cramped in the beginning of my pregnancy, but I don't really remember it. Like, that's the thing about being pregnant, is like you forget everything. I have had like the cramps, and the only thing that soothed the cramps and the back pain was taking a warm bath. And then when I got out, I put a heating pad on my back, and then Mark gave me like the best lower back massage I've ever had in my life, and that really helped, but it hurt. So I'm gonna definitely talk to my doctor about that on the 6th, because I'm sure that everything's fine and it's nothing. It went away. I'm fine right now, but also better be safe than sorry. And definitely want to make sure everything's good there. And also I want to know like what is the types of pain, because I'm gonna have pains. I'm in my second trimester going into my third. I know I'm gonna have pains. I know Braxton Hicks are gonna kick in. I kind of need to know a little bit about what they feel like and when I need to call my doctor, because I'm not one of those people that wants to call my doctor over every little thing. Like, I obviously want to be safe, but I don't want to be calling over tiny things. So I'm going to be asking her about like, what are the things I need to call you over, because I don't want to call her because I'm having like menstrual-like cramps, or because I'm having a sharp pain in my stomach, but it's normal. Does that make sense? Also, I started getting the line, which I'll try and show you guys in a video of my belly, because I know you guys are gonna wanna see my belly. So here's my 20-week belly. My son is also measuring 11 days ahead. So she said not to worry about it. He could definitely slow down. Sometimes they go through growth spurts. Every ultrasound appointment I've had so far, he has been measuring ahead. So we'll have to see what he's measuring in the next one. But so far he's measuring big, and I don't know if it matters. My ultrasound tech said it did not you know, matter that my mom had big babies, but my mom did have big babies. But yeah, he's measuring ahead and my belly is out there and I think it's the cutest thing in the world. I could do an entire video that's like specific to body shaming to pregnant women, like, cause I didn't, you know, body shaming is a thing when you're not pregnant, but I didn't realize it was a thing when you are pregnant too. Like, and it's really annoying, or like mom-splaining. Oh, I could go on a rant about that during a mukbang. Let me know if you guys want. Yes, this is my 20-week belly and I started getting that line. I don't remember the name of it. It starts with an L, but it's like that brown line that goes up to your belly button and across your stomach. I've started to have that forming. So far, I don't have any stretch marks. I'm like 99% positive that I'm gonna get them, and that's totally fine. I have stretch marks on random parts of my body already. They run in my family. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get stretch marks, but so far I don't have them. I am using argan oil and all that to hopefully, you know, make my belly moisturized enough that it stretches easily. But also, I hate shaming when it comes to stretch marks. It's so normal. Like, I have them and I haven't even had kids. So I don't like when people make people feel bad about them. It's skin. And when it's stretched into the high heavens like it does when you're pregnant, like, you're probably gonna get stretch marks. And if you don't, it's not that you got lucky. I don't like when people say, oh, you got lucky because you didn't get stretch marks. Why? Because that's saying that if you got them, it's a bad thing. And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. Like, we all go to the same place in the end, guys. You know, the dirt or the incinerator. I'm sorry, our end is all gonna be the same, whether I have stretch marks and you don't. You know what I mean? So I don't really care about that stuff, but I did want to make note of that I don't have them yet. But I'm pretty positive that I'm gonna get them. I'm halfway in my pregnancy and I think my belly is getting ready to grow significantly. So we'll see what I look like at the end of this pregnancy. But I wanted to mention the scariest thing that I found out while I was pregnant. And if you happen to have been in the same position or in the same position, definitely leave me comments down below how your pregnancy went and all of that. I've heard a lot of positive outcomes in this situation and my doctor, you know, made me feel like there was nothing to worry about. But the scariest thing that happened was that when I got all of my blood work done, that's when I learned what my blood type was. And I learned that I am an A negative blood type, which is more of a rare blood type that I had heard of before, but didn't know that I was. I heard of it in the sense of there's a blood type that will like reject pregnancy. That's how I heard of it, but it's a little bit different than that. It could cause complications with my baby or with later pregnancies if we choose to have another baby, because for whatever reason, a negative blood type, if you have an A positive baby or if your baby is not also A negative, it can cause issues. So it would be the 28th week of pregnancy, I will need a shot. And basically the shot is so good that it makes it so that there aren't gonna be any issues. But like before this shot existed, like they would actually, my doctor was telling me about this, I was like, that's crazy. They would actually wanna know the blood type of a man and a woman before they got married, because if he was Rh positive and she was Rh negative and they conceived a baby, it could literally kill your baby, amongst other things. There's like a list of things that it can cause for your baby. I'm A negative, which was really scary when I initially found it. I was like, is my baby gonna be okay? But they're like, my doctor was like, this shot is so good that it totally prevents there from being any issues. But I will have to get the shot every single time I get pregnant. And if he has a different blood type than me when he is born, if he is a positive blood type, I will have to have a shot after delivery. So that was scary to find out, but also it's amazing that like we're in this time now where there are things that can help you out in situations like this. But it was really scary to find that out. Because I didn't know that it was so treatable. So initially when I found out I had A negative blood, like I was just like, why is this happening to me? Like, why do I have to have this blood type? It was really scary because before I got pregnant, I had concerns that I was, you know, gonna be 31 when I had my first child, and how's my body gonna handle that? Am I gonna be able to get pregnant? And then I'm getting pregnant during COVID and I cannot get sick while I'm pregnant. And then, you know, now I have A negative blood type. What if my son's A positive? Like, how's that gonna go? It was really scary. Apart from that, I really do feel like I've had a good pregnancy so far. I have managed to avoid getting sick, and will continue to avoid getting sick because I'm not leaving my house, except for my appointments. So if I get sick, it's gonna be from an appointment, and I really hope that does not happen. But I really want to do like a full Q&A video with questions you guys have. I feel like I was trying to get through this as quick as possible because I haven't been here for a while. I already know this video is going to be really long, and most people don't have an attention span anymore for really long videos. So if you guys have any questions that you would like to ask me to contribute to a Q&A video about just like my life, my pregnancy, if there's anything I mentioned here you want me to elaborate more on, let me know, because there are definitely a lot of things that I have to talk about because it's been a while, and you know, my brain has been kind of fried since I got pregnant with ideas, and by kinda I mean a lot. It's really hard for me to figure out what to film, what you guys even want to see. I know you guys really like my videos on topics like the Duggars and stuff like that, so I don't know how much you guys will enjoy updates like this. So definitely let me know if you want more updates, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated throughout the pregnancy for sure. Maybe we can do it on Tuesdays and call it Talk Tuesday or something, I don't know. And also I have taken a hiatus from posting members content, but I'm going to be back with more members content as well, so it's a good time to become a member. I'm going to be showing you guys everything I got for Christmas. I'm also going to be showing you guys all the clothes that I picked out for our son so far, because I've gotten him a bunch of really cute clothes, so I'm going to be showing you guys that. So if you guys want extra members content, definitely feel free to join. And also if you guys want to contribute to our virtual baby shower video that we're going to be doing, make sure you check out the registry, and just know that if you guys purchase anything from that registry, Mark and I are so grateful to you, and so is our son, and I feel really special that I have you guys here to share the registry with for any of you guys that want to purchase something from it. I feel very fortunate in that and appreciate you guys so much if you do choose to do that. Like, I've already had people ask me if I'm going to be having a registry, and I just think that that's so amazing that you guys are thinking of us. And yeah, I'm really excited to do that virtual baby shower with you guys. So if you guys want to contribute to that, I will have the registry link down below. And also, I'm going to be adding more things into it. So if there's nothing on there that you want to get right now, I may add something in there in the future that you want to get. And like I said, contributing to the diaper fund will greatly help. Trust me. So it's the new year, and I'm going to be getting videos and content back out to you guys. Do not worry. And thank you guys so much for watching this one. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a like. And like I said, if you guys have a question for me, leave it down below. That way I can do it in another video. But thank you guys so much for watching this one. Let me know how excited you guys are for our son that is currently brewing in my belly. And yeah, I will see you guys really soon for another video. Bye guys.